Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and we are so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new Marriage Monday for you. Episode 60-something. I can never remember. Every time that always slips my mind. But I know we checked last week when we did our show with Blake and Natalie, or was it the week before that when we checked? I can never remember. But I think this is actually going to be episode 66 for Marriage Monday. So welcome into the show today, and thank you for tuning in for another one. It's been a wild journey getting here. A little over a year now we've been doing this thing, or what is that, a year and... What, 3 months? Year and 12. So yeah, 3 months. That's crazy. But thanks for tuning in to the show. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for following us along the way. It's been a crazy journey getting here. It's been a wild ride. Been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of life changes along the way. And so we love bringing those to you each and every week, kind of just updating and taking you along with us through our journey that we call life and running a business. Now business is. And just trying to keep up with everything that we got going on, everything you guys got going on, because that is what we're here for, is just to help everybody else out, help the community, help our friends, and just help each other learn and grow along the way. Savannah is here with us today for another Marriage Monday. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Excited?
Always.
What are we going to get into?
You tell me.
Well, we have an agenda. It's in my head, but...
Oh, then share.
You share. What's on your mind? What do you want to get into?
I don't have a plan.
Well,
I was waiting on you.
All right, so you expect me to lead the show? See, this is the funny thing. Savannah always acts like she wants to lead the show. Like, before we do the show, she says, "Oh, I need to be more a part. I need to run more of the show." And then I give you the keys.
Flat lies. What are you talking about?
Maybe that's in my dreams. Maybe that's what it is.
You just made that up completely.
Maybe it's a dream at night where I'm like, man, maybe Savannah will run the show one day.
Right, because you would let me. You would want me to.
Do we have... I feel like there's not that many, like, women-ran shows.
There are plenty out there. You just don't
Not
listen
in our
to them.
industry.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in our industry. But there's plenty of women-run shows. I mean,
yeah.
There's Crime Junkies, one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
Oh, my gosh, so good.
Now get out of here with that crap.
What? Okay.
Well, I didn't say it was good. I just said it's one of the biggest shows.
It's great.
Yeah. Well, that's not what we're going to get into today. But anyway, our show's the best show. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Our show has 1 million billion downloads. We're the best.
Now we really are talking about your dreams. I don't know where you're getting that.
1 million billion? I don't know if that's a...
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a dream.
You okay?
That's a lot of work, a lot of pressure comes along with that. But that would be cool. It would be cool to be... We are worldwide, though. There are people that listen in from around the world, so that's kind of cool.
Weird.
Australia, United Kingdom, pretty good bit. So I've actually seen some people in Brazil before, which is kind of crazy. But I wonder if anybody in those other countries that listen in, like, do they use it through a translating app? Like, if they don't speak English, is that a thing? Can they, like, translate it?
I don't know.
Are there, like, transcription services that can translate?
I'm sure that exists.
I don't know. I've never thought about listening to a podcast from another country, though. Honestly, I should look that up. I should look up, like, a podcast from Brazil or something and see, like, somebody that speaks a different language.
Yeah, see if it'll be translated.
I bet there's... I don't know. I actually don't know. I've never thought about that. Are podcasts big in the rest of the world? Like,
yes.
In China? Like, are podcasts big over there?
I mean, it's a worldwide thing.
But are Chinese podcasts big? You know, like...
Oh.
I don't know. We don't see much out of China, so...
What are we talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, we don't see much out. Like, we don't see their media or anything, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Now that we've gone through our kind of rambling session, this is probably all this show is going to be, but I feel like we need to pick up the pace. If somebody's mowing on a Monday, they're probably like, man, I'm about to go to sleep.
I'm about to put myself to sleep right now.
All right, well, let's get on with it then.
Well, you said
let's
you
talk
had
about
something in
what
your
we
mind.
have going for this week ahead. This is a big week for us. It's a big week. This is the onboard week. This is the week of onboard here in the Jennings household. As far as you kind of coming along and tagging up and working in the business moving forward. You excited?
Yeah. Yeah.
You nervous?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm
Just a little
not
bit.
nervous. Why would I be nervous?
You know, you just got to live up to my standards.
Right.
No, this is big. We haven't really talked about this on the show yet, I don't think. I don't think we've talked
I
about
don't know
this.
if we have.
So this has been a long time coming. It's kind of something we talked about, worked towards for the last 3 years, really. I mean, I guess since you started working. Savannah went into a nursing career when she was in college, and has had a great career in that. Very successful, very well known on her.
Okay, chill out.
Well, you are. You're
No.
a good nurse on that floor. Like that.
Okay.
That's not a question.
Okay.
Just accept it. Just say you're a
You
good
don't know
nurse.
anything about my life there.
That is true. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
That is your alternate lifestyle. So I'm just telling what I've been heard from the grapevine. But I got connections, you know. I got connections.
No, you don't. Not
Yeah, I
to that
do.
life.
Anyway, long story short, Savannah has worked in that for 3 years. Savannah went to part-time back. Did you go You went back part-time, right?
I went back
you worked
part-time.
Fart. you worked part-time before Jack was born. No, you worked full-time all the way up to when Jack was born. And then went part-time back after Jack was born. So that was 2 days a week. And then now you're dropping down even less to 1 day a week in the hospital in the nursing career and coming on into the business more. And I'm excited for this journey because we're going to be able to relate a lot more to a lot of different people. I think we're going to be able to help more people through this. We're going to need help from a lot of other people through this.
Need help. There it is.
It's going to be good. We're going to take a lot of advice from a lot of people. Like we say, we learn more from you guys. Like we literally learn more from you than we probably give out. And it's just like, that's what the community is about, though, is giving back and helping one another. And so I'm excited for this journey. It's going to be fun. You're going to 1 day a week, and now you're going to bring on more of a role within some of the backside office things in Growing Green, and then pretty much running a lot of Brighter Bends as far as the office side goes. I think we talked about that on the show before, but we've set up Brighter Bends. We're going to continue to set up Brighter Bends into like, I will not be the face of the company. It's going to be very streamlined, very systems and processes from the get-go, but I'm going to have very little to no customer interaction. That's the goal. I'm going to be the salesman. I'm going to be I guess you could say the face of the company that way, but as far as customers talking into the office, like that's not going to be my role. I'm going to continue that role in Growing Green. I'll still handle all customer communication here, but you're going to do some more things behind the scenes, just kind of some bookkeeping thing, not really bookkeeping, but just little tasks that our bookkeepers, Megan and Joey, the best bookkeepers in the business. You should check them out at landscapingbookkeeper.com if you need a bookkeeper. If you think you don't need a bookkeeper, you do need a bookkeeper. If you're doing over $100,000 in revenue, I would definitely say you need a bookkeeper. You're to that point now. Even if you're doing less than that, guys. Like if you're a solo guy and you're doing 70, 75 grand, like it's time. You're having some transactions come through there. You're turning some cash. You need to get a handle on those books and make sure everything's done in order. And Megan and Joey can really like change your business. We're wrapping up the end of year 2 for me, and it's literally changed my business. Like I know the numbers better than I ever have before. If you pair them with a powerful CRM, then you're even going to be in better shape. And it's just one of those things that it is worth doing. Like it's worth the investment to spend the $200 a month, $300 a month, $500 a month, whatever it is that their price range fits for your business. Everything's different. Spend the money and make the investment and make sure that your books are in order, because you might spend $3,000 a year or $2,500 a year on bookkeeping, but how much are you going to end up saving because you're not missing out on, you don't have bad debt piling up on you. You don't realize, like you don't let things go unnoticed, and you don't let like invoices go late, invoices get missed, because those are all things that when you're running the day-to-day business can very easily happen. Like I've done that. I've lost out on money because of that exact reason before. And so having monthly meetings with them, kind of takes that and throws it out the window. So the landscapingbookkeeper.com, tell them you heard about us here on the tell them you heard about them here on the show. And I think that they really can help your business. So anyway, you're going to start doing some tasks that can help them and make things easier for them on the backside of things that I should have been doing the whole along. I've been a bad customer. But we all know how it is. Like when you're out in the field, you're out selling, you're out working, producing, like it's hard to get these things done on the backside. And so I'm tired of those things falling through the cracks. I want to be more organized as far as that goes. Savannah we both wanted to get to a point where you were able to stay home more and be more involved with like raising Jack, being here for him.
Right.
And so this is one of the best ways for us to do it, we believe. And you enjoy nursing though. That's the thing. Like we're kind of playing a fine line there. Like you don't want to give it up totally. And we're blessed. We really are blessed that you're in this situation where you can still work one day a week and you can pick up whenever you want to. Like,
so it's kind of nice because I won't necessarily even work one day a week. It's like a certain amount of hours per pay period. So there's a lot of flexibility in that. And there's not really as much as far as like holiday and weekend requirements goes.
Yeah.
Which was something that was really stressful / downside to,
Yeah. Anybody that works in healthcare knows that like healthcare doesn't stop on the weekends.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop on the holidays.
The doors don't ever close.
Yeah.
The doors are never locked. It's literally open 24/7, 365 days a year. There's no guaranteed off day ever. They're never like, we don't need you or you can go home. Like you're always there and expected and needed. So even, on the holidays, all times of the day, whatever. So that would be nice coming back a little bit on hours. And like I said, it's a certain amount of hours per pay period or whatever. So I don't even have to work 12-hour shifts. Really, I mean, I help out where I'm needed. So if I need to work, like, I think 1 week I'm working like a 16-hour day, which will be long, but then the next week I'll work like a 4-hour shift. You know, it's like stuff like that.
You can kind of just pick and choose, make your own schedule.
Yeah. So it'll be really nice. And I know you'll, appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it will be nice. I think it's exciting.
Whoever schedules me now is, it's myself.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Because you made a comment a while back. I don't know if it was on a podcast or it's just like texting about like who made your schedule or something. Like you were so irritated about it, and I was like, okay, I self-schedule, but whatever. Yeah,
that is true. I'm excited because I think it's going to open up a lot of new doors, a lot of new avenues are going to come out of it, a lot of new learning experiences, and like we want to hear from you. I know I do. Of advice, like guys that y'all have been working in the business together for years, or maybe you made the transition in the last year or two, like how have you done it, and what are some things that have helped you along the way? And hopefully we can speak on this more as we get into this role and develop this and move forward. And Savannah's not going to be like a full-time running the business side of things right now. It's mainly a part-time role, but we'll see. I mean, it honestly depends on how fast Brighter Bins takes off. I mean, what that side of the business looks like. Like, that's its own animal that is really in its beginning stages. And so the thing with that business, though, is we've talked about, and have we done a full Brighter Bins episode yet? I don't know if we have. I know we talked about it a lot on Caleb's podcast, the Kid Contractor podcast, but
I don't know if we have.
I think we talked about the business start. I think we did. Okay. I'm pretty sure we did. But we're gonna delegate a lot faster than we did in the landscaping company. So even if it does take off, we will hire people to come along our team with us and build our team from the beginning. Yeah. And that's something I'm very excited for as well. And so it's going to open up a lot of doors. I'm very, very confident in that, and I'm very confident in your skills. Like, you're a smart person, you know how to handle technology. Like, I
don't know.
I think it's going to help. I don't know. It's going to help our communication as far as business communication goes, because you're going to get an understanding of kind of you're going to get a piece of what I do.
We were talking about that, was it night before last? I think you got a message, something we were talking about, and it just made me think about the first year or so that we were together, or not together, but engaged / married, and our finances kind of became like shared.
Yeah.
And you were making all these decisions that I did not necessarily agree with, and how many discussions it
yeah, because you knew nothing at that point.
Yeah, I didn't know anything, but I was very opinionated.
Yeah.
And
that you were.
I don't know. I think it's funny, just like looking. I mean, not funny because like it was a real issue for us, but like how far we've come in that, and I'm hopeful that will, continue to grow in that area as far as like being understanding and patient with each other and decision making, and me, like spending money, all those things. Because that was a serious struggle for us for a while.
Yeah, yeah. And that's something that I'm glad we're going to get to do from Brighter Bends from the beginning. You're going to kind of get to see like what's coming in, what's going out, and understand the building process of that business.
Yeah, I think it's funny because I feel like even now, like even though we've gotten better, I still like we'll have conversations about Brighter Bends, and you'll want to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm kind of like, okay, but why? Like, do we really need to? Like, I'm just very much the more, I don't even know how to like word this correctly. I'm much more frugal. I don't know. Like, I don't want to spend as much money.
Yeah, you're the saver. I'm the spender. Everyone has that in marriage. Like, I don't know many people that are two spenders.
Oh, that would
suck.
For disaster. Yeah, but I don't know. It's been tough because you're very much like, let's just spend the money up front and get it over with and do it. And I'm kind of like, but do we need to do that? Like, is that necessary? And I think it's going to cause you, hopefully, like the more involved I get and like knowledgeable, I guess, like to actually listen to me and not that you don't now, you really do. Like you've gotten much better about. Because I think in the beginning... No,
it's going to bring a different perspective for sure.
Yeah, I think in the beginning you kind of like... And I'm being serious right now. You low-key would kind of like roll your eyes at me and be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
100%.
Like, you're just getting annoying.
Like, I would not deny that at all.
You just don't want to spend my money.
I did that yesterday.
What?
I'm just kidding. Continue.
What happened yesterday?
It was a joke. A joke. I was saying like I still do that. Come on. As a knee slapper. Come on. Why didn't you get that?
It's hilarious.
Does my sound panels work? What do we have sounds on over here?
Don't start playing with that.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
See? I could have.
Okay. That's a good one.
No, it's going to bring... Wait. That's 100% true.
Yeah, I was just saying, but I'm hopeful that, as I like... and become more educated and like well versed in the day to day, it'll allow us to have like more productive conversations, and maybe you'll take me a little bit more seriously.
No, I will.
And just me not wanting to spend money.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. I will say back in the beginning, I didn't value your opinion as much. Even, and I do a lot more now. Back then I didn't because you genuinely didn't understand. Like you didn't understand how the business operated. Mm-hmm. And you didn't know what I was spending money on as far as like, you knew I was spending money on a piece of equipment, but you didn't know how much that equipment like saved my back or changed made our efficiency 10 times better. And like, even now, just the growth that we've had the last couple of years in our relationship and communication is like, just like the mini skid, for example, like you knew going into that was a big purchase.
Yeah.
But I think you were able to understand and know that like in getting this, it's going to save so much time, so much energy, so much efficiencies, and we're going to create so much efficiencies that my back's going to be saved.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to do so much more.
And I think that it's kind of funny that you bring that up because I had seen that, over the past, I don't know, this season, maybe some of last, like how that would benefit you because you are much more like, I don't know how, like the right word, spur of the moment. You're quick, like, what's like the term for that? I don't know. Not like rash, maybe?
Quick to action.
QTA. You're pretty rash. I don't know. I'm very much also the opposite of that. Not only am I not going to spend money, but if we're going to spend money, we're going to research it. We're going to like do a bunch of looking. We're going to really think about it. It's going to be like we're going to put the like hit pause for a month, and if we're still thinking about it in a month, then we're going to revisit it and see like how much, like I'm like very slow.
It's interesting. Your thought process is going to change on that, I think, the more you get into business.
I don't know. I
think it will.
When
business owners, you cannot grow it. You cannot grow and scale a successful company without being able to make a decision quickly.
That is a large financial decision. Is that wise?
That is what
like
makes
spend that money like at the drop of a hat.
That's what makes or breaks a successful entrepreneur, I believe.
I'm 100% in that. To like quickly spend large amounts of money without research or like thought into it.
It's not research or thought. It's being able to not get caught up on something.
I don't necessarily mean literally a month. Like maybe like it just depends on what it is, I think.
I mean, yeah. But I waited long enough for that mini skid.
No, totally agreed. And that's why I agreed. Like that's why I was like, okay, yes, I see this. You rented one too many times. You obviously had, like, I think there were many factors in that decision that maybe you hadn't even thought about that I had already thought about, as far as, like, you had the work lined up, like, you had rented the machine for so long, like, it was, you were going to end up spending more money doing it that way. It was the next step. It was, like, the obvious next step for you. So, like, I kind of saw it coming, too, and I don't know, and you did it. You did research other options as far as like not just the most mainstream.
But what I didn't do is I didn't get caught up. Like I didn't demo 18 units. I didn't go out and get pricing from 30 different dealers.
Well, I didn't say that.
No. I'm not. I know what you're saying. I'm saying that's going into the point of what I'm saying of like. There has to be a point where you don't get so caught up on the price. You don't get so caught up on the brand. You don't get so caught up on the numbers. Like
you can't.
You have to be able to make a decision.
Time that the opportunity passes you by.
Correct, and that's what I believe is there's so many people that get caught up in when you're young in business and you're figuring out your way. I'm not saying go be rash and blow money. I'm saying you have to learn to make decisions along the way that are going to help you build your business and take your business to further levels. Quickly, you're gonna
but I think sometimes you have to understand that like sometimes that means saying no, and you did not want to say no.
Saying no, yeah. At some points,
there was a lot of times that you did not want to say no, that you probably needed to.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. So I would say
yes every time. You know.
Yeah, no, you can't say yes every time. I don't think I've made any rash decisions as far as the business goes. I've talked openly about the first truck that I bought, or the second truck that I bought, but like the first big truck, the 2500 that I bought. I don't regret making that purchase.
Yes, you do.
I needed the truck at the time. If my hand didn't get cut off, our plans for that summer were totally different. Like that is a valid reason.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I regret in that is not settling for a little less trim model because I wanted the nice truck. And I just got caught up in, I never had something that nice in a vehicle. Like that's all that was. But I'm fine with the purchase that I made as far as I needed the truck at the time. It just didn't it was just a bad situation.
And I think that is where like I come in and try to be like, okay, we're going to get it, but does it have to be the newest year, the greatest model, like the latest, this, that, the other?
Yeah.
Like,
but I'm interested to see how your mindset changes. Not changes, but how you adapt as we get into this and you start seeing like day to day. Like right now you see that the box truck breaks down, but when you're in it, when you're in it and you're running when you have customers calling the office and saying, "When's my stuff getting done?" and you say, "Yeah, well, trailer's messed up. We're trying to get it back up and going. Like we're down for the day." Mm-hmm. When you have that type of stuff come in, I think you're going to start to see a different side of things of like, hey, this is why we pay a premium to have a new, nice product that doesn't mess up or it's not supposed to mess up theoretically. Mm-hmm. Like I'm to the point now I've made a decision in my mind and we've talked about it loosely of if the box truck has another big, like multi-$1,000 breakdown, I probably won't fix it. Like, we'll probably transition into a new truck because I've put more money in that.
We have not talked about that.
We've talked about it. You just forget it. We haven't had to be sit down conversations, but that's something that we can talk about on the air if you want to. But it's just like, it's exactly talking about what I'm talking about right now. Is I would love to sit down and look at the receipts. I need to do it actually. I've put as much money as I bought that truck. I've put into that thing in the last 2 years, easily.
Yeah, it's
and
been rough.
In those times that I'm putting money into it, not only am I putting money into it, I'm missing out on revenue during those days that it's down. And it's like, why would I continue to do that? Like, it's lunacy.
Yeah, but also, like, for you, sorry, not sorry, like, something being new does not mean anything for you.
For me, just for my,
Jeremiah's
dump trailer's brand new. It's broken twice.
Yeah, the mini skid, like, you
the
broke
mini
that.
skid broke. That's crazy.
So,
that was
sorry,
not the mini
but I
skid's
don't
fault,
care.
though. That was user error.
Yeah, so that's another thing that we don't need to hash out on the air.
That's just bad. I mean,
user errors for things.
Yeah.
Why things get broken. I don't have much sympathy for that.
That was a learning experience, though. I definitely learned from that. I will always look at that tilt cylinder now, make sure there's nothing ever on it again.
Yeah, so glad.
Something's leaking out of it right now. I got to find that tomorrow.
Love that. Something else.
No, I think that's cool, though. I'm excited to see how things change.
Me too, because I think that you think they're going to change a lot more than they actually are, and I think you're going to be in for
a rude awakening.
Somewhat of a rude awakening.
No,
I don't.
No,
change
I'm excited.
My view
I'm
as much as
excited
you
to
think
have
I
another.
will.
I'm excited to have another opinion.
Are you?
Are you tired of not getting any quality leads from your online marketing? Does your website look like your Aunt Martha designed it in 1974? My name is Ezra from greenfrogwebdesign.com. We started our company to help small businesses like yours grow and succeed. Our first month for many of our plans is only $1, and we guarantee to have it done in 3 weeks or less, or it's free for a year. That's why we have transparent pricing listed right on our website. We're only a call away. Feel free to reach us anytime at greenfrogwebdesign.com. Have a great day.
No, I am very excited to have another. You bring valid thoughts to the table, valid points, and like those are. I enjoy that. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be something that we have to work through. Having to.
You trying to think of nice ways to say this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just anything like. Yeah, it's just you have someone else you have to go through now. Right now, I make all the decisions. Like, I just do it. But at the same time, you have to go into it realizing that you don't know.
I have to know my place. And I do understand that. I do know that.
And I think
I've gotten better. I think that's helped a lot of the conversations over the last few years too. Is like I've learned my place a little bit better. We've done a really good job. I don't mean to say this like in a weird way, but we have done a good job at meeting each other halfway. Like I've come to realize that like I need to know my place a little bit better, and you've come to realize that like you need to listen to me. Like I don't mean it like that way, but like you need to value my opinion more than you were, and like at least entertain me. You know what I mean? And like I don't know, and maybe not spend the whatever money on X, Y, and Z if you don't actually need to have it. I think that is one thing that I do for you. Like I kind of forced you to like sit down for 5
it's
seconds.
It's a beneficial thing. Like I do think about things a little differently now.
Yeah.
Well,
We
and I think
balance each other
so.
out
Here's what
way.
here's what I think can happen. I would say it might have happened for me. Probably did happen for me. You work for everything you ever have.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in high school, I worked for everything I had.
Yep.
When I was 19, I was running a business and I was making money. Wasn't getting rich, but I didn't have a bunch of bills. I was living at home.
No debt
at all. Like I was making money.
Yeah.
I could spend money. I could spend whatever I wanted.
Yep.
Essentially, at the end of the day, so like I was to the first point where I could spend money, and I wasn't going out and buying nice, flashy things. I was just spending money on day-to-day things. Like if I wanted a backpack or clothes, I would buy it.
Yeah.
And so that was something that changed. I think a lot of guys do that. They get in business, they start making money for themselves. They see what they can do, and they start spending more money than they need to, and then the wife comes along and they're like, whoa, what are we doing here? Like what's happening here? And it's a different point of view that your spouse usually brings to the table, which is very, like, it is beneficial. And I do believe that it's going to help in the long run as far as keeping finances in order. It's not overspending, but it's going to be something that we do work through. And I would say that for any of you who are trying to bring a spouse in, make sure that the spouse is coming into the business that has never worked in a business before, a family-owned, a small business. You've worked in the world of whatever your career is, but you've never worked in owning a small business. That, like, you both go in knowing your role. And we talk about roles all the time, but, like, don't go in and try to change everything. Yeah. Like, don't go in and try to make some major changes. Don't go in and try to tell your husband he's doing the wrong thing. Like, wives, that's the thing. Like, you got to realize that.
You might find that, though.
No, you don't. You never go in with that attitude.
I'm not saying go in with that attitude.
You might go in and 6 months down the road start changing things. But you don't go in on day one and say, yeah, this has to change. Like, that doesn't happen. I didn't
say that.
No, I'm just saying that will be the biggest way for your I'm talking to the guys. I'm talking to the girls, but I'm talking about the guys. Girls, if you come in and try to do that and you try to take over your husband's business, he's ran for 5 years on all on his own, and everything he's built up, and you come in and try to change it on day 2, like, that will be the quickest way for him to shut you down and not let you in.
Yeah.
And guys, if the girl tries to come in and listen and learn and get more involved, and you don't relinquish anything, you don't hand anything over, you don't teach,
you don't value her
you don't value her opinion,
or because that's another thing. It's like, I'm not saying I'm gonna learn some things and come in here and try to switch everything up, but I'm also, in the grand scheme of things, a pretty fresh set of eyes.
Oh, I hope you come in and see the way we do invoicing and say, this is terrible, find a better way. And you find a better way. Like, that's
what? That kind of contradicts everything that you just said about not wanting me to come in and be like, no, this sucks.
Well, I'm okay with I'm saying, like, certain things. Like, we know that. I'm talking about to the average, like, just bringing somebody on who's never been in before. Like,
no, I think it's just,
I hope
in the
you
way
bring
that you
new
view
ideas.
It's in the way you view it. You can either view it as, oh gosh, this is going to be, like, I'm terrified she's going to want to do everything. I don't want to let her do anything, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be so frustrating. We're going to get too many arguments. Or you can look at it as in, like, hey, this is going to bring us close together. We're going to have a lot. It's going to give us an opportunity to work on our communication about things. It's going to give me a fresh set of eyes for the business. I'm going to be able to delegate a lot more. Like, there's so many benefits that you can get out of it if you come in with the right attitude and you're both on the same page. That's where what we're choosing. We're not saying this is going to be fun necessarily in the beginning, or it's going to be easy. It's going to be all rainbows and butterflies, because I think it will cause us to have some, like, pretty difficult conversations, especially now that I really am going to see, like, the details of things. And that's kind of been in the past a little bit like your cop out. Like, you can always pull that card, like, I don't know. Yeah. Or that I don't see all the details, but, like, now I will. So,
yeah, I mean, it's accountability. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, it's good because I think it's going to allow us to not make rash, I guess you could say, rash decisions that could affect the business badly in the future. But at the same time, I think that you're also going to have to go in knowing and learn along the way. There are times when you just have to make a decision and go. And we just need to know, like, you need to know that there's going to be times where I make a decision at the drop of a hat and you're not going to be happy. Like,
yeah, we're not going to
see eye to eye that.
We don't always agree on everything.
I don't even know how do you remedy that? What is the solution?
I mean, I think it kind of depends on the situation, as far as, like, did you just, like, make a purchase I didn't like, or did you just, like...
Yeah, flat out just, like, blow money?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough question. I don't know. I don't know what you can do to change the other person's mindset on things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back, but you never knew we left because we had to actually go check on Jack. Jack is teething right now. Little Jack update. Let's give a Jack update. We haven't done a Jack update in a long time. If you saw Jack at trades, you saw how much he's grown in the last little while.
Yep.
Now he's coming up on a year old. He'll be a year in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not.
Which is insanity. Like, it's just insane. But he's huge. He's crawling around like crazy. He's pulling up on everything. He's not walking yet, but
we're almost there.
I don't think he's too far away. So,
and honestly, I won't be mad if even we're not there yet.
Yeah,
so
no, we're content with where he's at right now. So, I was actually talking to somebody today. I was like, so you think it was because their baby just started walking like, I forget, like 3 months ago. And I was like, do you think it's better or worse when they start walking? Because like they obviously were crawling all over the place before. She was like, oh, I wish we could go back to walking. And I was, but me and you,
back to crawling.
She said that he gets into so much more now. And I was like, I was having that conversation today. I was like, we were like, is it like, he already gets in everything now. Like he's mobile now. I feel like it would be more of an asset when he can walk. Like he can move around better. But she was like, no. I wish he could go back to when he was just crawling. So
we'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see as time goes on. But
he'll stay cleaner.
He's teething. That's where we had to stop because he's teething and he has been in an ill pill. The last couple days. Today's been pretty bad though.
You can probably hear in our voices. It's,
which is it's sad though. I have to remember when I get frustrated. I have to remember like he's in pain. Like he doesn't enjoy it. It
does make me so sad to think about babies teething because like that is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's literally ripping through your gum.
We're like, I'll just give him some Tylenol and like cuddle him a little bit. But I'm like, that hurts. Like,
and he's at the point like
the
last couple of days, like he's had a tooth coming, like breaking through the gum. Like he's at that point, so it's just like
whatever.
That hurts. That hurts to even think about. But that's where I take a quick little break there.
So
but
pitiful.
He is pitiful, but he's cute, so it makes it a little better. But as we wrap the show up today, it's just it's an ever changing thing we're going to deal with along the way of bringing you in, valuing your opinion, trying to make you more of a role in the business.
Show me the ropes.
Yep. But at the same time, you don't want to come in and overthrow everything and change too much.
Yeah.
And,
I'm so excited.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm still excited to have my nursing outlet. I think it's going to help us a lot more than we think it will for me to still have something like outside.
Yeah.
And I think it'll help me. Even if it doesn't really affect you as
much. It'll definitely give you time to not think about the business.
Yeah.
Like you won't be able to think about it at work.
No.
You're too busy.
So. I've said that since day one, at least like having Jack. It's one of my favorite things about being there. Love being a mom more than anything, but when I'm there, I'm always his mom, but that's not there. You know what I mean? I don't know how to like say that in a nice way. That's not my primary role. So it just gives me something else that I'm passionate about and that I can use my brain for.
Yeah.
So I think that'll benefit us here too. It'll be something else kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it gives you, it's a break. It's a breakaway. And
I
think
will
that's
say,
good because I know
I'm nervous about this, about
it's going to throw a whole new, I was already thinking about I think we're going to have to start implementing
some boundaries.
Just like mandatory date nights. Just times of getaway.
But see, I'm nervous about it, but I'm also excited because this is so my love language. I just
what time?
Love being together all the time.
Oh no, we need more alternate universe to come back in. No. I can just ship you off there.
What?
I can text your charge nurse and be like, yeah, schedule her, please. She needs some time away.
No. So I'm really excited for that.
I feel like we said and every 7 seconds on today's show.
You have. But I think to not open a whole nother can of worms, I think the thing I'm most nervous about is one of my favorite things about my job that we've already talked about on here is that when I clock out, I'm done. I get to leave and be done. And I'm not excited for that aspect of this. I think it's going to be a real struggle for me.
But I'm excited for you to get to understand it, and I think it's going to bring us closer together that way.
I don't want to understand it is the thing. I see it, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks. because I hate it. I'm going to struggle with like relaxing or like guilt-free, like doing other things guilt-free around the house or hanging out or knowing that I have 100 things that I could or should get done. It's going to be hard for me for a little while, I think. Because I'm a very much like, let's just get it all done right now and then be able to like enjoy myself. But that's not realistic with life always. So I don't know. I'm anxious to see how that kind of works for us.
Yeah.
Because you're very used to it. Like it's your life. So it's nothing for you to just do some stuff here, run some errands, work for a little bit, have a meeting, hang out with us for a while, knowing you got 100 things to do later. When like, it's hard for me to be in the moment when I know I have 100,000 things I need to do. So I'm anxious to see how that looks for us and kind of if we'll get more on a structured schedule, or at least attempt to. With me, I'm very like structured, I guess. So I'm anxious to see if that will run over to you a little bit or if we'll both just be on different schedules. Golly, there's so much. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
I'm just sitting here saying all of it out loud is making me kind of realize for the first time how kind of crazy things are about to be. But truthfully, we're saying this like I'm quitting. Like we're going to start slow. I was talking to Brittany about this not that long ago, and she was like, y'all kind of need to just do like 1 or 2 things at a time. And then once you get comfortable with that, throw another thing on there and give it a little bit. And then once you get comfortable with that, 1 more, 2 more things, so we're going to start out slow. We're not going to go crazy, but I don't know. It's going to be great times. It
is. I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. I'm excited though, for you to get to, it's bad. Like it is the bad side of running the business is that it never goes away, but I'm excited for you to get to understand it just a little bit and you'll get to understand more.
Though.
I don't want to push it on you. I just want you to know, like, you can't physically understand how my brain works right now.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can see it, but you can't understand it.
Right.
And so that's going to be interesting to see, like, how do we adapt to that, both of ourselves together? Like, when we're both in that, how are we gonna make sure that we can turn it off?
It's just so hard.
Us?
Like, how do you turn your brain off knowing that, like, there's nothing stopping you from sitting down at the computer and doing it other than you just saying you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to be like, no,
you just set boundaries.
Just set your business hours from 8 to 5. Okay. But like, dude, it's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I just let me do it real quick. I'll just do it. I'm going to struggle with that. I can tell you right now.
And I'll tell you when it's going to be hard is, man, I would love to hear somebody else, a parent of an older child, when it's going to be hard is when your kids are having some type of sporting event or practice, whatever it may be. Because I've done so many podcasts, I've done conversations, I've had conversations, I've talked to people of like you're productive when your kids doing their sporting practices or whatever, their band, dance practice, whatever it is. Is that something that in 10 years you're going to look back on and say, man, I'm glad I sent that quote out during their practice? Or you look back and say, man, I wish I watched them more.
I mean, yes and no. Practice maybe. I mean, they're not saying like during their kids'
you're
games
not missing their games
and stuff.
But I would say how many people that do that let it carry over into the games. So don't let it carry over into the games. I don't know. And that's not criticizing anybody. I will 100% be sending out quotes when Jack practices baseball or something. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But it's something to keep an eye on.
I think it's a balance. I think that's just a season of life that we are so unfamiliar with that, like, you got to pick, and would you rather
what
be
you're doing is
engaged?
Allowing them to play those sports.
Yeah.
So that's part of it.
And, do you want to sit there and stare at them practice and work the whole time they're at home in the afternoon? Or do you want to hang out with them when they're at home in the afternoon and take them to practice and work while they're engaged with them? So it's just we're not there yet.
Yeah. No, not at all. Like that's no criticism at all. That's just a thought. That's something that went through my head of how do you do that and not let it run run that schedule?
It's going to be really hard for me to not to space things out.
Because there's going to be times Like, and I know the game is what matters. But there's going to be time your kid's practicing and he looks over in the truck and sees you with your head down on your computer and he thinks that you're not paying attention to him.
Yeah, and that goes back to something that we talk about. The almonds do all the time is like your kids knowing, and bringing them in, making them part of it, and so that they're
because you're seeing that estimate, they can play that sport.
Well, yeah, and just kind of the why and being for the family and all of those things that we've already talked about. But I think that in and of itself is a perfect example of why it's so important to involve them.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm excited that we get to do this, kind of bring everybody along with us, hopefully help you in your relationship, maybe in parenting in the future. If you have kids now or if you're going to have them in the future, then, I don't know, just kind of go along with us and learn as we go, kind of grow. Exciting things coming. Hopefully we're going to be doing some more video things coming up soon, so just stay tuned for that. I don't know exactly how soon the process is going to happen, but we're kind of trying to get some things worked out where we can have some more video stuff up. Hopefully get some more stuff up on YouTube and then some more clips and things of this and have some more guests online and get those interviews published somewhere. Because I know some people like watching YouTube and things in the evenings and with the family. So we're going to see what we can do on that side of things. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this Marriage Monday. Thank you so much for tuning into the show today, guys. It really does mean the world that you listen and tune along with us. It's one of those things that I do not take for granted. We have gotten to meet so many people, make so many friendships. I say this every show, but we're just doing it so we can grow the community one relationship at a time. Check out the landscaping bookkeeper, Megan and Joey there. They can take care of you. And check out Ezra McCarthy with Green Frog Web Design. He will help you and help get your website up and running for $1 for the first month. Just check that out there. He can definitely help you, Green Frog Web Design, and see if he's a good fit for you and his model. And so I know Ezra does good work. He's built a great lawn care business. He had his lawn care business like the #1 SEO in his area. He had like 90-something Google reviews, and the business was only in business for like 2 or 3 years. So it's crazy, but it's possible, and you just need to know the right people, put the right tactics in place, and you can really see that stuff change your business as well. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for coming along with us for today. Savannah, you excited for the next one?
Always. Let's
get this week rolling. I hope everybody has a good day today. If you're listening in real time, go out and crush it. It's hot. It's another hot one here. I was looking up at some of you guys up in Michigan. Y'all had like hot lows in the 50s. Like you're going to start in a sweatshirt today.
That's a joke.
And all week this week you're going to be in hoodies. That's ridiculous. I won't put a hoodie on until October. But yeah, we're excited for cooler weather. I'm happy for you guys that are getting it. Leaves will be falling before you know it. Equip will be here before you know it. If you need tickets still, early bird registration ends September the 7th. So get them while you can for $12.50 with code GG50. Save you 50% there. And we look forward to seeing everybody in Louisville. But without any further ado, that's going to wrap this episode up. And we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.